Shalom Aleichem and Baruchim Habayim. Moshe Langado here, speaking under the auspices of Kollel, Baruch Ahavat Yisrael in Southern California, and Sha'rei Tziyon in Brooklyn, New York. My friends, this week we have a double parsha. We start off with Chukat and go to Balak. Balak describes a fascinating tragedy. And let me explain. There are many different types of tragedies. There's a tragedy when, lo alenu, you have a car accident and many people die. But there's another type of tragedy which Shakespeare made very popular. When the tragedy is caused by the hero himself. His evil traits destroy his great abilities. My friends, the nations of the world came to God on Judgment Day and said, God Almighty, to the Jews, you gave a great prophet, a great man named Moses. But to us, we had nobody. If we only had somebody equivalent, we would be different. Comes God Almighty and says, yes, you did have somebody on the level of Moshe Rabbeinu. Who was that? That was the man we read in this week's parasha, Bil'am. His prophecy, his mystical powers were on the level of Moses. He was born with tremendous amount of gifts, tremendous amount of ability. And the world knew it, and they utilized it. But rather than being the lawgiver, the one who frees the slave from bondage, he became known as the one who cursed people. My friends, who was Bil'am? Bil'am was a man who was given the gifts equivalent and maybe in some case greater than Moses. And the nations of the world had no reason to complain. The only difference was that Moshe Rabbeinu, used his gifts in a positive manner, used his gifts for good, and history remembers him, and the nation of Israel remembers him as a great, great individual. While Bil'am, with the same gifts, he's remembered as an evil prophet, even by the non-Jews, even by the Gentiles. He is not given a place of respect and honor. Why was it? Why was Moshe able to take his gifts, his greatness, and utilize them for the best, while Bil'am did not have that ability? And I would like to offer an answer which I think is proper. The name Bil'am is strange. Throughout the book of Balak, the Parsha Balak, we know Balak came from Moab. But where did Bil'am come from? Was he connected to any nation? And his name tells us, it testifies that no, he was not connected to any nation. He was a man without a people. Bil'am, Beli'am. He was a wanderer from nation to nation, giving his powers to whoever paid him for them. He did not have a people. He did not have a nation to teach and to show the right ways. While Moses, on the other hand, from his birth, even though he was thrown into the palace of Paro, he realized what was a holy nation the nation of the Jews. He picked them rather than the Egyptians to be his people. And in his youth, when he saw an atrocity take place, he stood up for Am Yisrael. He stood up and killed the Egyptian who was causing so much trauma to the people. And when he came back, he took the Jewish people as a little lamb on his shoulders to protect them, be it from the Egyptians, be it from God Almighty. My friends, a lesson has to be learned. The Jewish people have to always be connected. We are Am Echad. We are a people which has to always be together. For that's our strength. That's our strength in the spiritual realm. That's our strength in the physical realm. And a person who doesn't connect to a nation, who does not connect to Klal Yisrael, he becomes like a Bil'am. And he's erased from history as an evil man and not as a good man. Let us all strengthen our ties to Klal Yisrael. And may the Borei Olam bless us with the coming of the Messiah very quickly. Shabbat Shalom.